This is a session that will address anger, frustration, irritation. To clear out toxic beliefs around it and really reclaim the truth and holiness in these reactions. Deep breath in and out. This is a highly requested video session. And many of you have asked me, like, can you help me heal my anger, heal my frustration, irritation? You feel like you're drowning underneath it. But you know me, I might not give you what you want, I will give you what you need. Deep breath in. And something that is very common when it comes to anger, it is that we think we want to suppress it. We don't want to be angry. We feel frustrated and irritated that we get angry, that we get irritated, that we get frustrated. And we kind of want, like, just help me stop being angry. Yeah, just help me stop this. Help me stop this. And that is exactly what anger is. Anger is our natural reaction and natural defense mechanisms that say, stop this. Deep breath in and out. So I'm gonna remove all old programming around anger, that you shouldn't be angry, that you shouldn't feel like that, you should just be quiet, be small, that anger is not spiritual, that you should just turn the other cheek, that you should just be patient, be calm, be grounded. Deep breath in and out. But what all of these kind of spiritual views on anger forgets is that, deep breath in and out, is that we are not only spirit, we are not only soul, we are human. We have this very dense body and we exist on this earth with the rules that are here. And one of those things is that if you have a body, you have emotions. Deep breath in and out. And one of our foundational emotions that we have is anger. And I want us to go back to kind of mammal state, to our animalistic part, like our bodies, our mammal bodies. And if you look at other animals, they have this very innate and very strong ways of showing, like, no, you crossed my boundary. If you ever haven't had a pet, deep breath in and out. You know that if you cross the boundary, if you kind of accidentally step on them, or just like they didn't want more of your affection or attention, they just like, they react, they show with their entire body, like, stop, leave me alone, I'm scared, this is uncomfortable, this is not nice. Deep breath in and out. And when we get that reaction, we react in the correct way. We're like, oh, sorry, I stepped on your tail, I'm sorry, I'm staying away from you. They just like, and then they they move away from you. And you accept that. And when you look at them raising their kids, their pups, their kittens, you see this the same. Like the kitten is crawling all over the mom, and then the mom is just like, leave me alone. And the kitten or the pup is just like, oh, sorry, and just, you know, steps away. They direct and they kind of give information by that. But somewhere along the line, we got taught that no, we should be evolved humans, and you shouldn't react when your boundaries are crossed. We learned that we should be nice, and we learned that we should step into the fawn response instead of the fight. That we should, you know, if somebody's trying to hurt you and crossing your boundaries, you should just like laugh and just like, oh, he didn't mean that, and just like, you know, a survival mechanism to befriend the person who overstepped our boundary. This is where our people pleasing comes from. So this is bringing up a lot of emotions in some of you and a lot of you, so I'm just gonna clear out a little bit. And the thing is about people pleasing and suppressing anger is that it comes with a lot of problems. It's very stressful for our bodies. And a lot of chronic diseases stems from not speaking up for ourselves, not getting angry. We're suppressing it, we're keeping it down, we tap into the fawn. The fight and flight is much easier for the body to process. The freeze and fawn is much harder for the body to process, kind of hormonal, you know. The different the reactions from those responses affects the body differently. If you react with fight and actually like stop, you're overstepping my boundary, like this behavior is overstepping my boundary, that will easily get kind of like flushed out of your body. And the same with flight. If you're like, oh shit, I'm scared, I'm running away, that gets flushed out of your body. Maybe you get shaking and like, and then you can just release it. Fawn and freeze makes you stay in toxic situations. Okay, so this is super important. If you press down and suppress your anger, you force your body to stay in toxic situations, which is very toxic for you and your body, which brings on chronic diseases and lots of stuckness in your body. Sometimes you do not have the possibility to react with fight or flight, so you know, the best thing is actually to freeze or fawn. You might end up in a situation that is so dangerous that is your only way to survive. And out. But what I see is that most of us have been trained into doing the freeze or fawn, even if the fight or flight is actually the better action. We learned when we were small, because then we didn't have the power, so we just learned that this is the only way to survive because we were like physically small and we were powerless, you know. But now when we are adults, we have a lot of more power, we have a stronger body, and we have resources in a totally different way. We can actually pay for our own food and our own shelter. We can survive being lonely if we need to cut off people in friends or family. It will not kill us. It will just be a little bit painful, but we can make do, you know. While when we were kids, we would literally die. We needed people in a totally different way. So what I am doing right now is I'm bringing back healthy anger. holy anger. Anger that will help you, that's protecting you, that is a healthy response to a toxic situation. And anger that will help you take action, that will help you shift your own situation, others' situations, that will give you bravery. Because that is what it actually do. Like when you get anger and when you get adrenaline and noradrenaline and all of this hormones flooding your body, you get power. That is energy, that's pure energy, that's pure power, that is action. Your body literally wants you to move, wants you to do stuff. It makes you brave. And out. But to really understand and tap into that healthy anger, we also need to understand unhealthy anger, right? So what I see a lot is that people, like especially irritation and frustration and passive aggressiveness, is very often like a sign that what you're actually angry about is not getting addressed. So I have moms coming to me and say, like, I'm getting so angry with my kids and I'm yelling at them and I don't want to do that. 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 And when I start digging, you know, they're not mad at their kids. They are mad at not getting support. They are mad at not having a community. They are mad at their husbands. They are mad at their jobs. They are mad at the world. They're mad at the politics. They are mad at so many other things, but they are fawning and they are freezing. In those situations, they don't dare to divorce their husband, and they don't get involved in politics because they feel like there is no meaning. So they are, instead of actually addressing the real anger, the pure anger, the holy anger, the healthy reactions to a toxic situation, they have all of this built up anger and frustration in them, and they take that out on their kids, because their kids are literally not dangerous for them, so they can be angry. And this can be very hard to hear, because you love your kids and you love those people around you, that you take out that passive aggressiveness and that anger and frustration, but you actually do it because they are not dangerous. So you do not need to go into the freeze or fawn. You can actually become a little bit angry with them. But it's not addressing the root cause. It doesn't address your real anger. So it's unhealthy anger, and it makes you guilty and it makes you feel bad because it's not directed towards the real problem. It's not directed towards the real, healthy, holy anger. It's just this kind of like outlet, because they are weaker than you and you can. So this is you not realizing your own power, that you're an adult, but you're kind of like, okay, this is a kid, I can be angry here, they won't hurt me. But when it comes to maybe your partner, your boss, things in politics, things going on in the world, you feel powerless. You feel less than those other people. So you go into fawn or freeze instead. And that is what we're reprogramming right now. I do not want you to feel powerless. I do not want you to step into freeze or fawn when it comes to real situations in your life. I want you to feel powerful. I want you to feel powerful. You are not a child anymore. You're an adult. You have a lot of power. And if you're actually angry, with your partner, with your family, with your friends, with your boss. Take it up with the right person. Hey, take it up with the right person. Do not give it to people who do not deserve it. It is scary. It is scary. You are powerful. If you feel like you're drowning in anger because the politics and the way the world looks like right now is suffocating, like your body is reacting with pure holy anger, like this is wrong. This is wrong. You watch the news and you scroll your feed and you're like, this is wrong. This feeling of you like feeling like you're suffocating, that is a scream, that is a voice that wants to get released. But if you feel that without taking action, without speaking up, without getting involved, with feeling like, no, I cannot get involved in politics, it will take too much time, I'm not smart enough, whatever excuse you have, people will shun me. That anger is still in your body. That anger wants you to take action. That anger is pure energy. And energy needs to get released. And you can kind of like tap into it a little bit and release a little bit by like having healthy coping mechanisms, like, you know, screaming to a pillow, working out, going out on a run, all of these. It will help you kind of like flush out some of that adrenaline, you know, take boxing classes. Deep breath in. But it will not help you long term. If you do not address the real toxic situation that your holy anger is screaming at you to take action on, that anger will just come back. And if you suppress it so deep down that you don't even feel anger, you will get sick, because your body cannot handle that amount of suppressed emotions. Maybe you're not sick today, but you will probably get sick. I'm sorry. And that can be your choice. You can make that decision of like, okay, I risk that because I don't want to be angry and feel my emotions, that you have free will on this planet. But I highly recommend you to tap into it instead, because that is how we change the world, babes. Not by stepping into freeze or fawn, but to step into that fight, to step into that energy, that power, taking up space, using our voices to change toxic situations for ourselves, for our community, for our societies, to speak up, to take up space, to be annoying, to be angry. To protest, to say stop, to say no. To take up so much space that they cannot not hear us. To actually remove yourself from that unhealthy relationship, from that unhealthy job situation, even if it's scary. To stop doing those things that you do just because you're supposed to, and start doing the things that you actually want to and desire in your soul. Living your purpose and making those hard decisions. because you know that you are powerful, that you're an adult, and you have the power to change your life and to change lives of people around you. You are not weak. You are not powerless. You do not only have to step into fawn or freeze. You're allowed to have boundaries. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to say nope. You're allowed to say not for me. You are not allowed to address me like that. You're not allowed to come onto me like that. You are not allowed to push me like that. No. How many no's have you drowned in your lifetime? How many stop have you drowned in your lifetime? That's where your anger comes from, babe. That's why you feel like you're drowning, because you're not taking action. This is some tough love coming in, because you can handle it. You are not a child anymore. You're not a teenager anymore. You're an adult. Deep breath in and take up space. You are not powerless. You're powerful. You deserve to protect yourself. That is anger. Anger is a signal that you want to protect yourself. That you want to protect yourself. So what are you really angry about? It's probably several things, like what are you really so freaking mad about? What is your holy anger? What is burning you from the inside? What is eating you up? What is the toxic situations in your life? What are you angry about? For real. What is the deep-seated anger that is connected to your values, to your soul, to your truth? What no's are you holding back? And maybe what yeses are you holding back? Where are you seeing yourself as powerless, so you just give up? And that comes out in passive aggressiveness, it's in your irritation, frustration. What do you really desire? Not what you think you desire, not all of that, like I should do that and I should do that and all that shoulding and woulding on yourself. What do you really desire? What would you actually want to spend your time doing? Who are not good for you? Okay, so it's coming up a lot of like you're surrounding yourself with people that are not kind and they're pushing your boundaries and they are not good for you. Who do you need to say no to? Who do you need to say no to? Who do you need to say stop to? What toxic situations do you need to leave for good? Is it a job? Is it a family dinner? Is it a community situation? Is it friendship groups? Like, who do you need to leave? What situations do you need to leave? What is draining you? What is toxic for you? What are you really angry about? Come on, wake up. You know what you're really angry about. You know what you're really angry about. If you didn't have to be the bigger person, if you didn't have to turn the other cheek, what would you do? If you didn't have to be the bigger person, what would you do? What does your body want you to do? What boundaries does your body screaming at you to hold firm? Deep breath in and release. Take up space, make some noise, twist your body. Hey, okay. Okay. We open up a lot of energy right now. So I'm just gonna give that inner child and that inner teenager some love before we're stepping out of this into the world, because all of these strong emotions might trigger your inner child, might trigger your inner teenager. So just let's send that inner child some love. You're safe, you're safe. I will protect you, I will protect you, you're safe. You are safe, my little darling inner child. I got you, I got you. You are not the one that needs to go fighting. You're not the one who needs to take up space. You can just be a child, you can just play around. Mama's got you. You're so fine, you're so good. You can just play in my heart, and me, the adult, will take action where is needed to protect you, to protect us. You do not have to take responsibility for this. So you can just run along and play. Mama's got this. Daddy's got this. I got this. I'm checking in with that angry teenager we have inside of us, who's probably feeling kind of fired up right now. I got you. Thank you for speaking up. Thank you for being inside of me, reminding me of my values, of all of the bullshit in my life. Thank you for being that rebellious soul inside of me. I'm sorry if you didn't get that outlet when you were a teenager. I'm sorry nobody listened to you. I'm listening to you now. I'm listening to you now. Let's do this. I got you. I got you. I got me. You can join me if you want to. If you want to be more of a child and do your things and figure out yourself, do that. But if you want to join my rebellion, if you want to join me taking a stand, please do that, my inner teenager. Mama's got this, Daddy got this, but you're more than welcome to come and I can show you how to take up space. How to stand up here for yourself. How to hold your boundaries firm. Come and play with me. I got you. I will protect you. Let's see what our values are. Let's explore our values. Let's have fun with overthrowing the societal norms. You're so brave and I'm so proud of you, my inner teenager. Come play. Okay, so please take up some space right now. Take up space, maybe make some sounds, twisting your body. I'm just gonna close this down a little bit, leaving you with that fire, with that awakening, with that holy anger as a guiding point, as a compass, helping you being angry at the right persons, at the right situations, helping you take action, stand up for yourself, stand up for others, bare your teeth, no, stop, this is not okay. Activating that holy anger. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Okay, one more time. Deep Deep breath in. One last time. Grounding you into your body. Feeling that cellular upgrade. You got this. You're powerful. This fire burning inside of you is yours. It's stable. It will always be there. It will heat you up from the inside out. You got this, and I got you. If you want to work deeper with me, if you feel like, oh my god, I got this fire inside of me, I want to take action, and maybe you feel like healing like this is feeling it's calling to you, I do have private courses where I teach energy healing like this. My purpose on this planet right now is to awaken the witches and healers and make that into a respectable profession in society again, because it's so very needed. We need our spiritual guides and leaders back into society. So if that is you, check out description and follow the links to my free masterclass. And hopefully I will see you inside the Healer Academy. Deep breath in and out. If not, you're always welcome to hang out here with us doing this work, because this is how we heal, this is how we grow, this is how we stop the generational curses, by doing this work. And I'm so freaking proud of you for doing this work. This is not for the faint-hearted. You're so brave, you're so strong, and I'm so proud of you. So please come back. Let's hang out more, heal more. Talk to you soon. Love you.